to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. No, the smile has not disappeared from my face, and it probably won't for a long time. No one is bringing me down right now. Spurs have lifted a trophy, and I've had the week of my life supporting Spurs. I tell you what, on Wednesday out in Bilbao, that was unbelievable. Actually, the day before was unbelievable as well. The amount of Spurs fans on the streets of Bilbao singing every song under the sun that we know. Incredible atmosphere. Wednesday was electric inside that stadium. To see Sonny and co lift that trophy was incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I know a lot of us feel the same. Was it all a dream? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was a bloody fantastic night. It really was. And of course, Friday, the parade, unbelievable. Thousands upon thousands of Spurs fans enjoying themselves, getting emotional. Even Ange said in the press conferences, you know, grown men crying. Nothing wrong with that. I tell you what, nothing wrong with getting emotional when we have had such a historic night and moment in the football club's history. Incredible. Anyway, it doesn't stop there. We play Brighton today, our final game of the Premier League season, and we will see the trophy lift yet again. So how incredible does that look? UEFA Europa League winners 2025, and then of course that main sign on the front as well.
Johnson, you look sober there, mate. Johnson again.
I saw you on the TV.
Yeah, well, mate, I was sober.
Smashed.
I was sober.
Don't believe I thought.
Johnson. Johnson. Buds. Benson kill.
Tottenham actually learn these words as quick as you can. So, who wants to do a lay song about the final and the European Cup? The champions of Europe. Hang on, we're smoking e-cigarettes. Big boo for the speaker. The champions of Europe. We're marching into Spain to get another trophy, to bring back to the land. My eyes have seen the glory of a one-heart brain. So we are Tottenham Hotspur, and we're champions again. Champions of Europe, we're marching to Spain to get another trophy, to bring back to the land. My eyes have seen the glory of a wild anchor. We're on top of Hotspur. The champions of Europe, we're marching into Spain, to get another trophy, to bring back to the land. My eyes have seen the glory of our parade. We are Tottenham Hotspur. Champions again. moment, guys, we're going to record the new one, so I need you to give voice as loud as you can. We're going to record the new one. We've got a few times. Start with champions of Europe, I believe. Start you off, I'll start you off. The champions of Europe, we're marching to stay. Together on the trophy. Bring back to the the glory. Thank you very much, Sonny. I'm going to take some pounds today, but my voice is going. I'm not going to survey. I'm not going to survey. Champions of the world. I'm not going to survey. Johnson's on fire. You're expecting terrifying. It's not all about us now, it's not about them, it's about us, yeah? We lift the trophy in the Spanish night. You ready? Oh, what a night. Watching Tottenham on a Wednesday night. Lift the trophies in the Spanish night. What a feeling, what a night. Oh, what a night. Watching Tottenham on a Wednesday night. Lifting trophies in the Spanish night. What a feeling, what a night. You want to you? 1, 2, 3, oh what a night. Watching Tottenham on a Wednesday night. Lifting trophies in the Spanish night. What a feeling, what a night. Again, you ready? 1, 2, 3, oh what a night. Watching Tottenham on a Wednesday night. You play Chelsea cause you fucking shine. What a feeling, what a night. 1, 2, 3, oh what a night. Watching Tottenham on a Wednesday night. You play Chelsea cause you fucking shine. Watching Tottenham on a Wednesday night. Lifting trophies in the Spanish night. What a feeling, what a night. Oh, what a night. Watching Tottenham on a Wednesday night. Lifting trophies in the Spanish night. What a feeling, what a night. Watching Tottenham on a Wednesday night. Lifting trophies in the Spanish night. What a feeling, what a I
It's incredible.
and 41, Jack Henshaw winning the Europa League Cup, winning Barcelona. Mickey, back!
load of rubbish. Really wants on the bottom street. Not playing.
So the players may hang along, and they will be having just a couple of seconds to show their appreciation to you. I think the players will come back and the amount of incredible support that we've had this season, especially home and abroad. I know how many people want to go out for someone, they had to get something that is. The way they did travel coaches through the night. We appreciate everything you've done, and I know the players do as well. So they'll be back out in 50 seconds to show their appreciation to you. So the players are ready to the subject. There is one player that is not with us today because he does have an injury. But it's also Saturday that we had the incredible parade on Friday. And that's the Enquiries. Definitely been fantastic for us. Since he joined coming up to the next season, unfortunately injuries will be able to keep but in time on the tradition, he sent this message to us. This is from him.
Thank you so much for all the support that we want to see. The end of the day, happy, proud, and smile. Keep me love, eyes and lungs like always. Thank you so much for the support. Lord, we have loved you. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Something like this.
It's magnificent.
It's just like,
Yeah, you can.
I know. Really?
You don't have them. You don't have them. Did you get given them other ones? Who got them? Wilson! Wilson! Stop! Wilson. Wilson. Mickey! Doggy! Destiny! Pedro! Runner! Dragonsin! Rodrigo! Ajayi! All right. Yes, man!
Ben's leaving. See you guys, see you guys.
Davis.
Who's getting there?
Ali?
Just in case we're running out of steam today for some of those players.
Yeah, we were. Look, you know, the emotion of the last 3 days, aside from the game itself, and obviously, you know, the players are allowed to celebrate that, but I think, irrespective of that, just the emotions of the last 3 days was all going to be a bit of a difficult, tricky one for us today. I thought first half we competed well. Probably could have had a second goal, which kind of would have made it sort of a little bit easier for us. Even in the second half, Brent's got a great opportunity, but you could tell in the last sort of 35 minutes we'd run out of legs, and kind of understandable from the players. Look, they've been outstanding with us this year. We've obviously, given them some difficult moments for sure, and like any supporter, they want their team to do well. They don't like losing games the way we have been. But the backdrop of that was also that we've given them a night and a couple of subsequent days that will live with them forever. And I think that was always the main driver. And I'm just super pleased that for all we've sort of been through this year as a club and our supporters have been through. I think the overriding emotion this year will be how they've felt the last 3 days.
Just on that, you said a while back you kind of felt that having succeeded in unifying the club. Given the sort of scenes today, I mean, where do you feel you're at with that now?
Yeah, look, I think it's fair to say I think the last few days have shown how the club can be when it is. It's a massive club. It's got such a massive reach. People are very passionate about it. You've just seen, you've seen the sort of outpouring of emotions over the last 2 or 3 days. What it means to people, and that's something we need to build on. That's something we need to sort of tap into, and moving forward. That when we're all together like that, you show the force of the club, and that's what a trophy does. That's what doing something like we've done the last sort of couple of days does. I think it just means people feel that extra connection and want more of it.
I guess is that an argument for you staying that it would jeopardise unity if there was a change in the day?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I've been finding it really weird talking about my future when, like I said, we've done something unprecedented. So I've had to answer the questions because no one else at the club is kind of in the position to do so, I guess. But I can't answer that question about me and my future. And like I said, part of me is kind of thinking, well, why am I even been asked that question? But it is what it is, and I've got no doubt though that this could be a real sort of defining moment for this club, because like I said, wherever I've been, I've kind of made an impact where I've brought success to a club that hasn't had it for a while, and you just have to look at those clubs' trajectory. Even after I've left, they're still, competing for things, and I really think this is a moment in time where this club can really push on and be a real contender for honours on a yearly basis.
And we're all waiting, hence all the questions.
Yeah.
Presumably, the reason the ownership might be deliberating is the league campaign. What can you say about why next season, if you do carry on, will be different than
Well, look, I think from my perspective, I made decisions that I felt were the best, going to give us the best chance for achieving the goal we needed to achieve this year, and that's affected, our league form. If people don't want to take that into account, then there's nothing I can say to kind of explain it any better than that. I came to the club when it finished 8th. I didn't take over a club that finished 2nd. Had no European football to speak of. It lost the one player that probably guarantees you European football. That was my starting point. At the end of 2 years, I've got the club a trophy it's been crying out for, Champions League football. We finished 5th last year. Either people are saying last year was a huge anomaly for us to finish 5th, or, this is what we deliver. I've got no doubt next year we'll be in a much stronger position in the league, challenging for the top places. I've got no doubt we'll tackle Champions League with the same determination that we tackled the Europa League. I have no doubts about that, and I think if people are seeking any more evidence about me, then there's nothing that I'm going to say that's going to convince them if they haven't seen it in the last 2 years.
And why are you so convinced about that? We know the injuries are obviously a really key part of the season. Is that an area where you think we do things differently?
I've already said that's part of it, but also, as I said, we signed 3 teenagers at the start of the year. Like, we signed two 18-year-olds and a 19-year-old. We went that direction. So and think about who left last year, okay, players with experience. So whenever you do that, there's always going to be a little bit of a gap in the development. So that cascading into our injury situation at the start of the year obviously had a massive effect on what we could do in the league. And again, it was our success in the Carabao Cup and our success in the Europa League that added to that as well. So you either assess it all in its totality, or you just separate and say, well, you know what, it's just not good enough, or it's unbelievable. So you either fall into those categories. But like I said, at the start of next year, that we'll be in a much better position from the point of view of even the 3 young boys we signed. Lucas is not a young boy anymore. He's going to be a massive contributor. At the start of the year, that wasn't the case. Archie and Wilson's hardly played this year. And if we do some good business in the transfer market, and like to bring some experience in, I'm not talking about age, I'm talking about players who have played at this level and, can help the team, then I've got no doubt we can make the impact we want. Yeah, I think not just for us, any club that gets into the Champions League, I think understands that. And I think that's it's the most elite competition in Europe, and it's great demand. So yeah, I think every club that gets into Champions League sees it an opportunity to strengthen with, like I said, experience probably not the right word, but players who have played at that level. Who are going to be comfortable at that level, not players who are stepping up to that level. That's the difference, yeah.
And
Yeah, look, I think Romero is absolutely important to keep at this football club. You just saw the way he's been in the last, and he hasn't been fully fit, to be fair to him, with his toe, but you've seen he's a World Cup winner. He's a winner, and you saw that in all the big games we've had. And I think the lads certainly respect him very highly, and he makes them tall, walk a bit taller. So, from my perspective, it's a no-brainer about making sure that players like him, because if he goes, who do you replace him with? There's not too many out there like him. So, it'd be very important for the club to try and retain him and retain him for the longer term, I think. My gut feeling? My gut feeling is that I feel right now that I've done something that no one believed I could. And I shouldn't be here sitting there talking about it. That's my feeling. But it is what it is. As I said, I'm, and probably I'm talking now because I'm tired, mate. And it's done. I don't have to think about another game, and I just want to go on a break and enjoy my family and reflect on being part of something unbelievably special. It's just, I said I've been fortunate to be in this position a number of times, but seeing those scenes yesterday and the people who've reached out to me and talked to me about, how it's affected and what's happened the last couple of days, that's just a beautiful thing, and I just want to enjoy that. And to be honest, the rest of it, I don't even want to be talking about it. It's just, I just think it's, it's unnecessary. No, but you're right to ask the question, but you're, yeah, that's right. But you're asking the person who can't give you that answer. So that's, and I guess, even for you guys, you wouldn't be asking it if there wasn't a doubt, right? So, but I can't answer it. There's nothing I can say that can answer that question. Other people can. So, from my perspective, it doesn't diminish the achievement. And like I said, I'm so confident about what we can build at this football club, and I want to push on and take it to the next level, and we'll see whether that happens or not.
Jerry, to finish, please.
Sorry.
Ange, when you came to the club, you knew the history of the club, you knew the size of the task. Seeing the reactions of fans over the last 3 or 5 days, has it even surprised you, this outpouring of emotion?
Yeah, like I said, I think especially, even yesterday, the day before, the parade, and it's just been overwhelming, yeah, but I understand it, because when you think about 17 years without any sort of silverware, that means, you work it out, what's that, 50 games a year that these supporters have, supported their football club with everything in their heart, and they haven't been able to enjoy a day like they have, for those, whatever, 900 games, whatever they are, I don't know what they are. And not only that, they've seen other clubs do it, which doubles the pain. And they've had no experience where they can reflect on it for themselves, for everything they've been through. So I understand it, and I knew that, there's, the legends were out there, and they're still remembered because of that, and there's been a lot of footballers that have come through these doors since then, world-class footballers, but they haven't made the impact that this group has, and I think they'll be remembered for that. So, I love how it's made people feel really sort of, it's filled a massive hole that they've had for so long, that they now can proudly say their club is a trophy winner. It's a champion of a competition. There is no more this, slide of, you're a great club, but you've never won anything. That's done, and I'm super proud of that.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.